Well guys, it's taken a very, very long time, but we finally have enough masks to make the marshmallow mask, the robot masks, and the purge mask. But I do have a couple things to tell you before you guys decide to do this. I know a while ago I did this. I spent about $65 million building all of these masks, but this time I spent a little more. Made some mistakes along the way, and you definitely don't want to make the same mistakes I did, but we'll get into that. Anyways, I hope you go on to enjoy. And if you haven't already joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on Start Playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher, and then you should be good to go from there. So like I said, when I did this last time, I spent $65 million. This time, though, I definitely spent more than that, and I'm most likely not going to be making any profit. Before we get into it, though, let's make these masks, obviously. And as you can see, I have a lot of extra masks. I'm actually close to being able to make both of the robot masks a second time and the purge mask a second time. All right, so let's make the purge mask really quickly here. Boom. Now let's make the grand mask. Boom. Now the human mask. Beautiful. And finally, the marshmallow mask. Marshmallow time, and boom, we got it. Actually, we got the sashmallow mask, I guess. Holy cow, has that taken a while. Yay, look at us. And we got the little marshmallow right next to us too. So, let's go over how much I spent. So I started, obviously, by opening up this container right here, which is where you get all of these masks from. And I've been opening this container a lot and spent millions and millions of dollars on it. But the mistake I made right off the bat was buying masks early. As you guys saw, I had 100 Toothy and Shamanic mask extras too. But the other ones I had a lot more of. And the reason why is because I bought those a while back. I ended up spending 10.8 million on some of these masks. Literally the very first day I started trying to craft all of these masks again. Then I spent another 4 million buying some more of these Toothy masks, not the one for Marshmallow. And then the big mistake here was spending $8.7 million on tied scarves and baseball masks, which I definitely did not need to do, because as you could see, we have way more than we need, since they are super common. And some of you guys may know this, but for the ones that don't, there isn't really too many variants of the baseball mask, which is why they're not as rare. But then you got things like the Toothy masks, which I guess there's 24 different variants of. So obviously it's a lot harder to get the 4 that you need. And then for the Shamanic masks, I believe there's also about 24 different variants, making it very hard to get the ones you need. So even if I didn't spend any money getting these masks, I would still have a lot of extra ones. And as you could see, we have a ton. We almost have another 200 of these masks. So that was a huge mistake I made. So if you guys are considering building any of these masks, do not buy any masks until you're just about to finish building them all. Because when I was doing this, in cash, I only needed one more Toothy mask, which I could buy for about $250,000, but nobody was selling them. I ended up spending about another $2 million opening up that crate and finally got the last one I needed. So if you only need a few masks, either being extras 2, 3, 4, or even 5, and they could be any of the baseball masks, emoji masks, literally any of them. If you need them, wait until the end. If you do it too early, you're going to end up wasting a lot of money and having a lot of extra masks. Because if you try to sell those masks, the baseball ones, the emoji ones, and the tied scarves are only going to go for 7.5k each. Even the ones for extras 2, I don't think go for that much. They go for a little bit more than all of these ones, just because you need these to make the marshmallow mask, but they're still pretty common. Like as you can see, I have 138 of these, 135 of these. When you look at the numbers here, it looks like this tied scarf was actually the rarest one, or the one I got the least often out of all of them. Don't buy them until the end when you are literally about to craft the mask. Also, if I'm not mistaken, if I do decide to sell any of these masks just a little bit under the going rate, I should be able to get roughly $21.4 million from that, which will obviously get some money back into my account from all of the money I've lost buying them. Another little thing, there's a weird glitch with this container. I noticed it because I opened it so many times, and I always watch this bar right here, because normally I would open 40 containers and then drop all the masks I didn't need, put put the ones I do need in the trunk, and then open another 40. And I would always watch once it hits 10, I count that as 1. Just makes it easier to count because I'm also watching Netflix at the same time. But either way, I was doing this in windowed mode. I also had, like I said, Netflix or Disney Plus open on the other screen and Discord open as well. What ended up happening a couple times is it started lagging a little bit. And I would be clicking takeaway mask, open more, takeaway, open more, very fast. So there was actually a bunch of times where I was opening 2 crates at the same time. I still paid 5K for each of them, but I ended up getting 2 masks at once instead of just 1. Just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'll also say this. Let's say you guys are super close to finishing this, and all you need is a couple toothy masks and shamanic masks, extras 2, 3, 4, or 5. Think of it this way. The extras 2 ones end up selling for around 250 grand, like I said. If you open 50 of these containers and don't get one of those masks, you might as well just go out and buy the mask itself. Like I said, I only needed 1 more, but I ended up spending $2 million on that container and then finally got the last one. If somebody was selling it, I could have picked it up for 10% of what I just spent. And if you guys are wondering the grand total of what I spent, to be completely honest, I'd say it's probably around 90 million. Right around there. I kind of feel like they reduced the odds of the toothy mask and the shamanic mask extras 2 in the containers. But then at the same time, I would open 40 of them, and then boom, I'd look at my inventory and I got 3 of the toothy masks that I needed. That's worth like 750 grand. But either way, we made some mistakes along the way. Buying the masks way too early was definitely the biggest one, because I wasted like $30 million buying those masks. Plus, I also bought a few toothy masks extras 2 and shamanic masks extras 2 a couple days ago and yesterday. And I probably spent around $3 million yesterday buying some of those masks. All in all, the best thing that you could do is literally sit here, click M, go to shop, and only open up that container. That is it. It will save you the most amount of money. Until you are so close to finishing it, then maybe it would be worth it to go and buy some masks. But only at that point in time. And to be honest, I kind of want to redo this again. I might sell this marshmallow mask and use all of the money and actually sit here and do nothing more than open up that container. I'm not even going to use the masks that are in here, even though that's probably really stupid. But I just want to see, if I sit here and do nothing else other than open that crate, will I end up spending 60 mil? 70 mil? 50 mil? Who knows? If I decide to do it, I'll let you guys know what happens. But either way, at the end of the day, we got ourselves the marshmallow mask. We also got ourselves these 3 other masks, which sadly don't go for that much money. I remember before when I did this, they were going for around 8 to 12 million dollars. Now, I just saw this purge mask going for 3 mil. The robot masks, I think, go for about 4 mil, maybe 5 mil if you're lucky. The marshmallow mask, on the other hand, I've seen people looking for about $100 million for it. I've seen people trying to buy it for 70 mil. I'm not even looking to sell it, but I might in the future. We'll see. What I really want right now is my white luminous jacket, but hopefully in time we'll get that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope some of these pointers that I gave you will help you out if you decide to make these masks, because trust me, you don't want to make the same mistakes that I just did. You will save yourself millions and millions of dollars. But with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.